Hello, this is Aravind Samvedam, project trainee at BSNL RTTC, Gachibowli, Hyderabad. I am currently pursuing my MTech degree in JPNC College, Mehboob Nagar, which is affiliated to JNTU in H. Today, I am going to record a session of post-processing optimization, which is a part of HSPA planning and optimization, the project which I am working on. Under the experienced guidance of Shri P. Naresh Garu, BSNL staff, RTTC Hyderabad, and HOD EC department, JPNC College, Narayana Garu. I am able to do this project and continue my thesis and project research work. BSNL uses Actix software for post-processing. We can either start a new session or open a session which was earlier created. Since I'm going to start a fresh session, I will start with this. The very next thing we need to do is, if one is using the software for the first time, he need to do a few changes to the settings. The first thing we need to do is we need to look at the cell reference file. A cell reference file forms the basis for the software working. As we work on the cell sites and we import the cell sites into the software, those cell sites information will be bridged upon basing on this cell reference file. So it is a very important part of using the Actix software. Actually, I have my cell refs file ready. Open. Then the next thing we need to do is we need to import the cell site data into the software or window. For that we need to open the Network Explorer from the data tab. Yeah. We can either import from a new template or import using a template which is already created. A template is a form of settings. It is an organized setting, it's an organized way of importing the cell site data. If we save a template, it's like we are all, we have the settings created and saved. If not, we need to create the settings. I'll show you how to create a template. We need to import the cell site data and change a few settings. I have it in my I forgot to connect my pen drive, which I should have done earlier. Yeah, here we are. Fine. Open. We need to save the template name. Sri new. Next. Yeah, these are the settings which are to be configured. Sector ID refers to the ID of a site. Azimuth refers to the angle of the sectors of a transmitter. SC refers to scrambling code. latitude and longitude have a great importance in RF planning and optimization. Without them, it's almost impossible to plan and optimize the network. Yeah, we have our data imported, which we can see on the map. Here we can see all the roads, water bodies and different constructions, major roads, minor roads and also railway tracks. I think it's a national highway. If we are using the software for this, if you are doing this session for the first time, we need to import the one can upload these all roads and other water bodies or major roads, minor roads by using the layers add. Actually, I have the roads. Since they are already uploaded, I need not to change anything or import anything. Fine then. The next thing we need to do is we need to open the log file. Log file refers to the file which is output of a drive test data session. Yeah. Open. It takes a while opening the software. Yeah, it's opened here. But we need to create a super stream before we start analyzing the log file. Super stream enables us to assemble the data of different devices that were used while conducting the drive test session. Yeah, since we conducted the drive test using a device for data write and a device for call service, I select both of them, then click OK. We can see here the software, SuperStream created. Then the next thing we need to do is we need to open fine. Yeah, then we need to check the downlink measurements of fine. Active set refers to a set of base stations that are serving the mobile station at a particular point of time, while these 0, 1, 2 represents the signal received from different base stations or different cells. The cell from which the signal is received and the respective data is always saved as EC by I naught 0, since our most important concern is optimizing the few key performance indicators. They are EC by I naught or SCP. So I am going to analyze this by, we can import it onto the map by just dragging it and dropping it onto the map. Here we can view the, fine. Yeah, we can also have a replay of how the signal was received with EC by I naught and RSCP values at every position along the drive test. We need to select the superstream. Yeah, as I already said, we can view this by selecting. Yeah, here we can view here we can view, yeah, here we can view the values received at each position conducted during the drive. Yeah, the data represents the active set EC by I naught values received at each part of the, at each position through the drive test. Fine. Then the next thing to be monitor is RSCP I naught. Yes. Fine. Now here we can view the RSCP values that were received at each position. Yeah, similarly, active set count, yeah, active set count is the shows the number of cells active that were active during the session. Fine. Yeah. It is to be observed that, yeah, here we can view that yellow is the area which is covered by one cell, while green and light green and blue, dark green are covered by 2 to 3 cells. Here we can view, it is clear that, yeah, it's one. While it's covered by 2 areas, so it is shown in active set. Thus refers to the number of base stations or sectors actively serving the mobile station at a position or at a point of time. Then the next thing we need to be checking is HSDPA throughput MAC. Since throughput is the total data rate that is passed through the channel, that is transmitted or received, so it can never be viewed on a map but can be checked on a workbook. So let us look it in a workbook. Yeah, here we can view the throughput, that the amount of data rate or total data at a position in the form of histogram. Fine. Then we will view the HSUPA throughput, that is the throughput that is this is the amount of data that is uploaded, while the previous workbook which we viewed was showing the amount of data that was downloaded. Then the most important things that are to be analyzed are the key performance indicators. To view or measure the key performance indicators, we need to go through the downlink. Fine. UMTS call setup analysis. UMTS call setup analysis. Yeah. This shows us the number of calls that were set up and number of calls that were successfully established. Yeah. 2 calls were set up and they both were success. Then the next KPI to be checked is UMTS call statistics. Call statistics refers to the number of calls that were made, number of successful calls. Here there is also some additional information provided, like average ECIO, that is provided by a site. Yeah, Gachibowli Auditis HD 2027 provided an average ECIO under all the places that it covered during the drive test. Average RSCP, received signal code power, and UETX refers to user equipment, that is mobiles transmission power, and the number of successful calls by each site. These can also be viewed on a workbook. Since we have already viewed here, we don't need to go for that option. The next KPI that is to be checked is UMTS drive test summary. UMTS drive test summary provides information about the site. About the drive test, like it provides the details of when the drive test was conducted, the place, the time, the distance covered, and the speed that was with which the mobile station was moved during the drive test. Fine. Yeah. the date, start time, length, distance, speed, cells used, I mean the cells that were covered during this drive test. Yeah, calls, fine. Quality, coverage and quality, both can be viewed here. Yeah. Actually, optimization is not done or can never be done using a software. Optimization refers to the checking or reconfiguring the settings at a base station if needed, and also making a few changes at the transmitter, like changing the azimuth of a sector antenna. Azimuth is nothing but the inclination, the sector's inclination with respect to the other sectors, and also changes are made if necessary to the electrical tilt, which is tilt of a waveform, and mechanical tilt, which is the physical tilt of an antenna. Yeah, it is not sure that to I mean it is not sure to make changes to just one, and it's a progressive process. We need to first check by changing a few reconfiguration settings, and again conduct the drive test. If the targeted EC by I0 and RSCP are achieved, then the optimization is said to be successful. If not, we need to change the azimuth or change the tilt and again do the drive test. Yeah, drive test is a progressive and continuous process. It can never be done in a single session. Actually, drive tests are conducted through the multiple sessions actually. Fine. Yeah, this is the end of the session. Thank you.